go Mets. Let's go Mets.
Go Mets. Let's
Let's
go
go
Mets. Oh wait,
Mets.
wait, hold on. Let me get my rally towel. Hold on.
Oh my God. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is the We Talk Mets podcast. I'm Mr. Met. This is
JB.
Hey JB in the house. What is Rally Towel? Because he was at that game, game 3.
Let's go Mets. Yeah, and surprising my voice isn't completely shot.
Oh, okay. So I guess you wasn't screaming loud enough.
I was, but I've been drinking water, so that helped.
Okay.
Because
Gotta gargle some warm salt water.
yeah, that's probably a good idea too. But yeah, how you feeling? How was the experience? I sound like a dickhead when I'm about to say this. How was the experience watching the game home?
If like I always say, I like watching the games from home because my presence in the stadium, the niggas probably would have fucking lost, and I ain't gotta travel 180 miles back to Maryland. So yeah, it's good for me.
Yeah, like
I seen your video. I see you. You sent me the video of Pete hitting the home run. You was like, you sound like a girl's gone wild from the fucking early 2000s.
nah,
You
I
sound like you were
wasn't
getting
the
some
only one.
beads.
I wasn't the only one sounding like a bitch. The whole stadium was sounding like a bitch.
Oh shit.
Because the thing it felt like something out of a movie. Like the dude walks, comes to the plate, everybody's standing up, giving him a standing ovation as he rightfully deserved.
Mhm.
And first pitch, he fucking hits a home run.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
And you know the crazy thing about it, I think the first inning, Lindor came to play. I think he damn near hit a home run too, if I remember correctly, right?
I didn't get to watch the very beginning.
What the
Yeah.
fuck was you doing?
Money stuff.
Just be broke, nigga. Like you could worry about
Nah,
that
hey,
stuff.
hey, we gotta pay bills, allocate funds here and there. But I got to the game eventually. What was that? Probably in the fourth, fifth inning. I ain't really miss
Once,
much.
yeah, you did.
I ain't really miss much.
The Alonzo homer was big, and I think Winker hit a home run like
Yeah.
in the third inning too.
I miss Winker's home run, but I came back. I got to see the Phillies take another L, which I fucking love and enjoy. I get a hard on from them crying. Philly
Oh,
fans.
okay, so I guess in the bedroom you don't need no Viagra or no Blue Chew. You just
Mm,
look up the
This
Phillies
I,
losing.
I look up seven Philly fans and I'm roaring, picked up, baby.
Speaking of which, before I forget, this is not PC, but they people in our section, including me, was doing the wave, and there was some dude to like the right of me, a couple seats to the right. He was like, "Don't do the fucking wave. That shit's fucking gay." like,
Wait, was
now,
he a Mets fan?
yeah, he was like, "It's a
Damn.
fucking playoff game. Don't do that shit. It's fucking stupid. It's gay." Like,
Oh man, that
now
guy's
full
drunk. I love the fucking wave.
yeah. Full disclosure, I laughed, but we here at We Talked Met sometimes we're all inclusive. So whether you're gay, straight, whatever,
Yeah,
we're
do
on
the
board.
wave, nigga.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did the wave. I did the wave. Fuck that nigga. I was doing the
yeah,
wave. I was looking at it when I would jump up and do the wave because
yeah.
like at that
You
point,
pay good money to be in a fucking playoff game. You gotta have
yeah,
fucking fun.
the seat I paid for, I bought it through the Mets, and it was before the series started. It was like right after game two of the wild card series.
Hmm.
I paid through directly from the Mets. I paid like 270, and I was sitting at the Coca Cola corner.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I was wondering where you were actually sitting because that home run looked like it was like in your area, the Winker home run especially. So I don't know
Yeah,
how
yeah.
close
The
I got
Winker
to.
home run. I was sitting to like the right of the foul pole, and like and I s- and the ball it was right near the foul pole line. So there's
Okay.
no way I would have caught it. But basically, I didn't really see it. I think I
The
saw it
pole
come out
blocked your
late.
view. Yeah.
No, well, I might have.
I'm sure
But
it blocked your view for the majority of its distance, and then when it got closer, you probably seen it a little bit. But
Yeah, and then speaking of sitting in the Coca-Cola section, unless a home run is hit to like left field, I can't see that shit. Left field or dead center, I can't see that shit.
Yeah,
Because and then when you're sitting there, when balls go out to the outfield, like especially go out to right field, you're standing up, and you don't. And unless
yeah, you
people
can't
are
see shit.
cheering,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
yeah. I don't. That's what I don't really like about that area. But I think next year I want to be in that area with that those what was that? That little fucking little food truck was that? I want to sit in that area. That looked like fun.
We were sitting there for the Orioles game. I think we was.
Nah, I never sat up there. That
I,
was my
I
first time
was.
going up there.
I was sitting that section. I was sitting. It was right by the like the little food truck shit. You could just walk like down a ramp or something, and then
Yeah,
down the steps, and boom.
yeah. But I want to sit in that area because it's like in a cut. Like not a lot of people. Like there's a lot of people over there, but it seems more exclusive. Or I don't know. I like that view too. It looks nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. And then speaking, we're gonna obviously get to the game, but speaking of the view at night, man, like City Field looked nice, and of course you saw all the lights around, and we said it in earlier episodes, like the one after the when we went to the Orioles game. Once they build up around City Field, just imagine how it looks. Because at
Yeah,
night it would look nice. I should have took a picture, but you saw like the lights, you saw the mall. You know the mall I'm talking about. It's to the left,
yeah.
like a
Hmm.
Target or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But
That whole area, like during a postseason game, it's gonna be crazy. Like there's gonna be so much activities to do around there after the game. Like people gonna be hanging around the stadium for like a good minute. Like after the game is over, just going to all the venues and whatnot. If they open up a casino, that'd be dope. But that might draw a little bit too much
uh,
crowd.
I
I'm not
don't
sure
think
what they're
I don't,
doing with that.
uh,
Yeah, I'm
they're
not sure if
gonna
they
they're
put a
gonna
casino there,
they're gonna build a soccer stadium. That's confirmed.
but
Uh,
not exactly right next to it.
it's gonna be in that area. It's gonna be maybe like in the 5 block radius.
Because
Something like
isn't it there's a fucking soccer stadium? I just found this out when I came to New York. What the fuck? It's off the Long Island Railroad. It's a stop on the Long Island Railroad for a venue. The Islanders play there now.
Yeah, that's not a soccer. That's not a soccer stadium. That's in like I think Farmingdale,
Oh, all right.
either Farmingdale or like or Nassau count like on in Nassau County.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
it's not near. It's not in walking distance of City Field. But to
Yeah,
make a long story short, City Field when it gets built up, they're going to build a soccer stadium and I think hotels. Yeah,
yeah.
hotels and maybe a casino.
And I think apartments too. It might be a mixed use.
Yeah. Cause I know during when the Wilpons was trying to like build up the area and get rid of the chop shops, they wanted to build a casino.
Hmm. Yeah,
I think they wanted go ahead.
I'm not sure if they're gonna actually go through with the casino because that's gonna bring way too much traffic for a casino and then two sporting venues close in proximity. Plus, we already got the fucking
Sand this place.
yeah, that we already got that. Like this is a lot, and then the highways right there, LaGuardia. It's too much in that area. But shoot, we went to school around there. Imagine us going to school around this time with all these things being built up. Like we would have got to school late as fuck.
Oh, speaking of which, I didn't drive. I took the public transportation.
Yeah, I didn't know if you
When I
did.
was looking, what you said?
I said I didn't know if you did or not.
But as I was looking, walking out, I could saw a parking lot. That shit was packed. I know if you was driving, it probably took you like 20 minutes to get out of the parking lot, and then getting on like the highway, whether you want to go towards Manhattan, like or the Bronx for the Whitestone. I think was the Whitestone. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know that shit would have been like flooded. Cause me getting on the train, it was seamless, but it was so actually for the train, just getting out of the stadium, it took me probably like 10-15 minutes just to get out of the stadium.
yeah.
But getting on the train was pretty easy. Like I didn't even have to pay. Like I just walked right through the gate, just let it open for everybody.
Oh, okay. Did they have the express trains coming, or you had to take the local?
I think they had express trains, but I just went to the first train I saw, and that was local, so that shit took long as hell.
Okay.
Yeah.
They should do something about these trains. Like there gotta be like an express train all the time during the fucking games or something. I don't know. Something gotta happen there with get moving people from the city to the stadium.
Yeah.
Especially if they open a soccer stadium, man.
All right. But yeah, but fuck all that. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. Anyway, we don't get to the game because we've been talking bullshit about traffic
Ain't
and
bullshit.
we talking bullshit. So anyway, the first inning, 1, 2, 3, and then when Lindor comes to plate, I could have sworn I thought he's gonna hit a home run. It looked like it, and the crowd was ready to go like crazy.
Mhm.
And and speaking of the crowd, like the crowd during the game, it was definitely as good as the NLCS. I would say the atmosphere was might have been better. I'm
What? Go ahead.
Yeah, the crowd, because I don't know if anybody's listening or watching. Me and Mr. Met went to game one of the NLCS and back in 2015. But the crowd today, today was probably as good as the NLCS, if not better. They was chanting nonstop. They had a DJ playing music. People was really into the crowd. Like I was standing up on my feet basically the majority of the game. And
Mhm.
funny enough, I was standing up early, and some dude behind me was girl. But I was like, "Hey, can you just like sit down? We're trying to look." I should just stand up anyway, just like, "Hey, fuck you!" Like, if unless you like cripple or something, just get your bitch ass up. But anyway, but I sat down for like maybe like a couple of at bats, and then eventually from there, I was just up for the majority of the time, especially on two
Mhm.
strikes. Two strikes, everybody in that bitch was standing up. Like
Yeah.
if two strikes. If a Philly pitcher was down 2 strikes,
Yeah, I got you.
everybody was standing up, waving towels, chanting "Let's go Mets." Cowbell Man was to the left,
Oh,
yeah, to
so he
the
was
left of
there.
my section. Yeah,
Okay.
he might be
I,
on payroll. I don't think. It wouldn't shock me if he doesn't pay to go to like big games.
I didn't know if he was like sick or something because I haven't heard him in like a minute or something like that. So I was hoping he was still around.
Yeah, but yeah, when Lindor came out to play to start the first inning, people were singing his walk up song "My Girl," and we was chanting MVP, MVP.
Oh, I heard that shit on the TV. Yo,
You did?
the announcers said something about it, and like finally these motherfuckers on FS1, whatever, they were finally being bipartisan, and they were talking the Mets up. Fucking finally, they weren't dick riding the fucking Phillies. I was like, oh, you niggas, you fucking get it now, huh? Yeah, let's talk about the fucking Mets, nigga.
Speaking of Fox's coverage of the game, the Alonso home run call on Fox does
Mhm.
not match the vibe in the stadium at all. Because I listened
Yeah,
on the train ride home. It's like you could hear that people were excited, but it didn't sound nowhere as excited as being there in person.
yeah. Because when you sent me the video, like I wasn't watching the game at the time. When you sent me the video, and then I watched his home run like as it was shown as a broadcast, but on YouTube, and I was like, yeah, your video was fucking better than the shit that they had or what they were saying. Cause y'all section was fucking lit. I know the stadium was fucking lit. Like everybody was amped up, but yeah, that wasn't captured.
Yeah, because when Peter Line, I don't know if they showed this on the Fox broadcast because you didn't start watching till the fourth inning, but when they played his music or they showed him on the screen beginning to walk up to play, everybody was on their feet, cheering him on, and of course, like something out of a movie, first pitch, home run. Like you can't make that up.
Yeah. And what's good about that bet I bet was like they not trying to really pitch to Pete like down the middle and like in. They're pitching him away, and this motherfucker's hitting them shits away, and he hit a home run up up in his own away and knocked that bitch out of the park. Like Man, my man, I think he's starting. I think he's locked in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He was struggling before the postseason, but he seems a little locked in right now.
Speaking of P. Alonso, did you see that walk that he drawn to make it bases loaded?
What inning was that? Because I probably wasn't watching.
Uh, I would
Oh,
say
I no, I did see that. I did see that. Yeah, and then Starling Marte hit the single, or what was it? I think it was a double or
base hit.
single.
Yeah, single.
But we scored
Two
two runs
runs.
on that shit. Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, speaking of that, I was listening to you heard it in the background during our pregame, but I was listening to Evan Roberts on the fan. Anyway, he was talking about when those bases loaded, no outs. He was saying, "Oh, that's going to come back to bite us, and if the Mets don't score there, they probably lose." In
Dude.
my section, go ahead.
No, no, finish your story.
Yeah, in my section, I think there's somebody to the left of me or somebody to the right. Once it was bases loaded, no outs, they were saying we gotta score here.
I
And
was saying, I was in the kitchen. I was like, yo, if we don't score after these motherfuckers have walked us twice, I was like, we have to score. Otherwise, we are fucking ourselves. And
yeah,
Marte and go ahead. I'm sorry. We
nah,
both
go ahead.
excited. We're both
Yeah,
excited.
yeah, we about
and
to put that
fucking
nipples.
and Marte fuck it. Like Marte always like fucks with me. Like I be wanting to rock with this dude, and he be letting me down. But I was like, oh, fucking Marte here. But this motherfucker gets a beautiful little doinker into center field, and we scored two runs beautifully. I'm sure the crowd was going crazy too.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, because by then I was like, this game is over. By then I was like, this game is over. Once Pete Alonso hit the home run to start the game, I was feeling like the Mets are gonna win it. But once Marta got the base hit to make it 4-0, I was like, this game's over because I think it's what the seventh. It's the bottom of the seventh at that point.
maybe the sixth.
No, it was the bottom of the seventh. It was the bottom of the seventh.
Okay.
So at that point, I'm thinking, okay, so it's 4-0. You could bring in Buto for the eighth, and you could bring in Diaz for the ninth. But fortunately, they didn't have to do that because they made it 6-0.
Yeah,
And
because when they scored, I'm sorry, when they scored that fourth run and then that inning ended, I was like, yo, I know we got 4 runs. I was like, I need 6 runs right now. I always feel comfortable when these motherfuckers got six and the other team got zero. Like that, I need that cushion. Like I need it for it to not be a fucking grand slam tie game type shit. I need for us to have six, and then the Phillies can try to tack on runs here and there. They tried, but yeah, that 6 run is important to me for some reason.
yeah, I forgot how they scored the six runs. I think it was Vientos that got hit. I forgot, but they I think they did in the eighth inning
Mhm.
because initially looking at the screen because the big screen's right to the right of me and back after the seventh inning they show on the screen that Diaz is warming up, but they bring out Manaea to start the to start to sorry they bring out the Manaea to start the
Seventh.
eighth inning. Yeah, the seventh inning.
Yeah.
They make it 4-0. They make it 4-0, and then if they plan to have Diaz in regardless if they make it four I'm forgetting. Well, they plan to bring in Diaz for the eighth inning. And of course he doesn't come out. Manaea, speaking of Manaea, that dude pitched his ass off once
He
again.
really fucking did. Like I like Manaea, but his shit was on lock tonight. Like he was doing his fucking thing, and like you was telling me, you sent me like a video. Like unfortunately his auntie
Aunt,
passed away today. Yeah,
his aunt
so,
died today. So rest
yeah.
in peace
So
to his aunt. Condolences to Manaea and his family. And you know what? If there's a heaven, like his aunt is looking down proud on her nephew because he
yeah, she's probably a Mets fan right now too. You know, cheering up there for her nephew. So
yeah.
condolences to the Manaea family, and that dude pissed his ass off tonight. He did his fucking thing, and like more respect to him, man. Hope we get to see more of his beautiful work in the next And the next team we face, because the Phillies, they going home. I'm sorry, there is no game five. They are going back to Philly on I-95 tomorrow at 8 9 o'clock. That's it for them. Their season's done.
Yes, I feel the same way as you, and also add another wrinkle to that. If the Mets win tomorrow, not only are they going to the NLCS, they will be in the World Series. I'm calling it now,
Oh
and you
yeah.
could clip this. If the Mets win tomorrow, put put money on them making it to the World Series.
What happened to the other day? He was like, I wouldn't bet $500. Are you gonna bet $500 today?
Oh no, I'm not betting 500.
Uh,
I
Church
don't
get an
gamble.
amen. I'm passing the collection plate to JB. Can the church get an amen? Can you church get the church a blessing?
Me personally, I don't gamble, but if I
It's
was
a
a gambling man, I would
it's
put
a it's an act of faith, my brother.
oh if I was a gambling man, I would put money on the Mets winning tomorrow. And if they do win tomorrow, I would put money on the Mets making it to the World Series.
Okay.
Now,
Well, like
granted,
like
we gotta hit this
like
disclaimer.
like
Go ahead.
I said a couple of videos ago, that Tyrone Taylor ball going foul and they coming back fair. It was the pivotal moment. I said these motherfuckers is destined to get to the World Series, man. I believe I said that in a video or two ago.
I think you did. I forgot what game that was. Was that during the
That was
regular season?
that was against was that against the Brewers? I don't know. It was probably against the Phillies. Yeah, it was against the Phillies when we were in Philly. So that game was the pivotal point for me that these motherfuckers it's destiny, man. It's destiny.
It was game one of this series.
I believe so.
Oh, okay. But anyway, I and of course I have to give this disclaimer. Me nor Mr. Met offer any financial advice. Even because you know they always do that shit. Oh, you need to buy you need to buy fucking Ephraim because Ephraim is taking off, and then they gotta hit the disclaimer. I am not offering financial advice.
Well, yes, we are not offering financial advice. Please don't listen to any financial advice we give you thus far going forward.
Even though I just said
But
if
some
I was
Dogecoin, bitch. Oh no, it was against the Braves. My bad.
oh, okay.
September 30th against the Braves when we
Oh,
won
okay.
to clinch.
Okay. Yeah, when Lindor hits that home run, okay. But anyway, back to the game. Yeah, so they make like Manaea. He pitched his ass off, and there was a point where Manaea could easily easily blew the game because I think it was like the sixth inning, and there was a guy he walked two guys, and he struck out Harper. I think he struck out Trey Turner or Castellanos,
Somebody
and
flew
he's
out, didn't they?
uh
Oh no.
I think no, I
Oh.
think it was a double play because somebody hit like a rocket to Lindor. He caught it and then he threw it to like first base. And I was saying to somebody on my left, like, oh, how is that double play? And I looked at the replay. The
And
dude
then touched the
caught it,
ground.
yeah,
Yeah.
before it touched the ground. Then he threw it to first. And Manaea was like fucking pumped as he rightfully should, because he
Yeah.
could have easily made it a 3-2 game, or got a base hit, and now it's 1-3, and runners are at second and first, or third and first, and now you're gonna have to get the bullpen running, and then if you got the bullpen running, and you got runners in scoring position, they could easily give up a homer right after.
Oh yeah. The Phillies are dangerous. Like you got to be very careful with these. Like you start giving them some momentum and some. You can't let these guys get to that point where they're like, oh, we could make a move here. Like you got to take all hope away from these guys, and I feel like we kind of did that today. tomorrow, they might come in with a different mindset, but I think they feel a little bit deflated. I was looking at some Phillies fans comments on Twitter. These motherfuckers seem a little scared. Seem a little nervous, and rightfully so. They should be, because they were talking a lot of shit coming back to the Citi Field, and look at them now. They're down. It's not over, but I think they're running a little scared, and I love it.
Yeah, and to borrow another point from Evan Robinson from the fan, tomorrow is a must-win game.
Yeah,
Because even though you can say in there, well, at worst the Mets have two more games. No, no, because if the Mets lose and it goes to Philly, I would
yeah.
favor the Phillies to win that game because the
That's
crowd. Go ahead.
that's gonna be problematic, bro. Like Pete Will, they got Pete Wheeler hiding. Like he
Zach Wheeler.
pitches
Zach
game for.
Wheeler.
I'm
It's,
sorry,
it's, it's, it's ain't backyard baseball.
I keep feel. Oh yeah, Pete Wheeler back at baseball. Yeah, Zach Wheeler. Like he's waiting in the shadows. He's lurking, bruh. Like he's waiting for his turn to come back out, and when he gets another chance to dominate, he's going to show up, and it's going to be a problem for if we don't if we did correct what it was Zach Wheeler was doing, that first game. If we can't if we can't touch him in game 5, it's gonna be a problem. Because if it's back in Philly and the Philly fans get wild, it's gonna take us out of it,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
and speaking of which, Harper, like they love that nigga, and rightfully so,
Oh
because
yeah.
when they went to the World Series, like he had some big moments. Of course, he
Hmm.
had that home run that basically sent them to the World Series at Philly. Like I don't know if you saw that highlight, right?
No, I don't really watch Philly highlights.
Okay, but yeah, that highlight, game 5 against the NLCS when he hits that home run, like that shit was crazy, and they love him. So if it gets to Philly, expect something dramatic from him, like a big fucking home run that gets that crowd fired up, or like a base hit, because he's known for like big moments. Hell, game 2, he hits a home run, a 2-run home run to bring them back in the game.
Hmm. Shoot, that's why I wanted City Field to be real loud today to make these motherfuckers like so the pitcher can't hear his pitch come. They have to keep fucking like having the catcher come out and talk to him. Like I wanted that much excitement and noise drowning out the Phillies, like crushing their hopes, souls, and dreams. Like I need them to be crushed.
Yeah. And speaking of Phillies and their fans, even though Philadelphia is about 2 hours away from New York, or 90 minutes, I I saw some Philly fans, but for every 10 Mets fans, I don't think I saw one Philly fan for 10 Mets
Mhm.
fans. At best, obviously I wasn't able to survey the whole stadium, but just from me looking in my section and me walking the concourses, at best it might have been like 1% Philly fans, maybe 2 or 3, but it
That
wasn't much.
that one
But
percent sounds like a lot of Philly fans. Like, if you look like at the game, like on
TV.
yeah, the highlights and shit. Like I barely see any Philly fans there as well. Like I think I seen some Philly fans with like face painting whatever, but them motherfuckers was drowned the fuck out. Like it was all orange and blue type shit.
Yeah, there was
And
no
and
Philly. Go ahead.
and the seven, I keep fucking up your shit. And the seven line was out there, killing it as usual. Like I love that energy. I hope shit. I know they probably not gonna be there tomorrow, but that would be great if they were there tomorrow.
I think they will be.
Okay.
I don't know if the same people will be, but because the guy who organized it, he could easily like set it up for both games. He
Yeah, yeah,
could,
true.
and he works with the Mets officially, because I think he has official Mets things, so
Yep.
he could set up a deal with the Mets if he hasn't already. I'm sure he has.
Who knows?
Yeah, but yeah. So I saw like some Philly fans in the concourse, like in the concourses, like as me trying to go to different like trying to get to my seat or like leaving the stadium or whatnot. But in my section, I looked in my section and the section over. I did not see no Philly fans. It was hardly any.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So how was that lobster burger?
You know what? I'm glad you brought it up because I didn't get a chance to get it because I couldn't find it. And you know what I had?
Uh, fucking egg roll something or other.
Nope. I had a regular cheeseburger and fries. And guess what? That cheeseburger was so fucking disgusting. It tasted like a McDonald's cheeseburger, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure it was all frozen, whatever. Yeah, you better off going to Shake Shack.
Yeah, and you know what's the funny thing? Like I usually spend a lot of money like on game like at games like buying food and shit. Since it was a playoff game and I knew if I went to go get something to eat, I would basically miss like the next two innings or so.
Yeah,
I when I got to the stadium, I got my food. I just got I got a cheeseburger and fries and a water, and I sat down in my seat for the entire 3 hours. I didn't even go to the bathroom.
this nigga has his priorities in order. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
nigga.
because when I went to the game, when we went to the game in 2015, I think I went to get something to eat or a beer. I missed the Daniel Murphy home run.
Mm, that's a shame.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it. I think I saw it on TV. I wasn't in the crowd. You was in the crowd when that happened, right?
I do not remember
Uh,
because when you usually get up, I usually get up with you. So this so like when you walking past you don't have to keep saying excuse me several different times. I like to just one or two pass and then sit down.
yeah. And speaking of the food, of course that cheeseburger was fucking terrible. Do not buy that at all.
Oh, I wouldn't. The best, the only cheap shit I would buy is fucking a hot dog or something like that.
Or the chicken tenders. I should have got the chicken
Yeah,
tenders or the nacho helmet. But I'm proud of myself because I spent less than $30 on food and at the game because I got a water. That shit was like $6 and like 50 cents or something. And the cheeseburger was maybe like, I don't know, $18. So I
what the
spent
fuck?
about like 26, $27. So
So the prices are higher in the postseason for a basic ass cheeseburger, or did you go to
cheeseburger and
somewhere?
fries. No, yeah, it was a basic cheeseburger and fries, and that was like, I don't know, 16 to $19, something like that.
Boo, boo.
That's not that crazy. It could be a lot more expensive. Like twenty
Like
dollars, like that seems like postseason
18,
prices, and it was
eight,
less than 20.
$18 for a cheeseburger and fries in the city. You getting something really fucking good, but at a baseball game, you getting some frozen patty they just toss on the fucking grill, no seasoning, and throw that shit between some buns.
It tasted like a McDonald's cheeseburger. You know, if you like, it kind of tasted like that, or like a full size White Castle cheeseburger, something between those two.
Yeah, it was
But
frozen.
yeah, man. Man. Like I spent under $30, so clap it up for me.
Yeah, butt claps for you, man.
And the funny thing is, when I was on the Long Island Railroad to get to the game, I was thinking, oh, I want to get a water, but I really don't want to spend $7 for water. So you know what I did? I went down the ramp and where Flushing Meadows is, and there's like a little like a little newsstand, and I asked the guy in the stand how much of the water. It was like 250. I was like, I don't feel like paying that shit. Sure enough, because my thought process is as I'm walking to the game, there's gonna be people selling water, right?
Hmm.
Usually happens. There was nobody selling water on the way to the game. And guess how much I paid for water?
Six
Fucking
dollars.
damn, that's yeah, $7 for water. So me trying to be cheap over 250, I end up spending basically $4 more anyway.
You live
So
in New York City. There's no such thing as cheap.
well, if I go to a corner, so I could get a water for $1, but that's my thought process. If I see some random person selling waters out of a cooler, I could get that shit for like $1 or so.
Yeah. They still sell waters in the corner store for like $1. Like
Yeah.
inflation should
Yes.
be hitting the hood too.
But excuse me. Yeah, so friendly reminder, don't be a cheapskate.
Don't be broke, bitch.
But yeah, So back to the game. What I didn't like about the game was once it's 6-0, I didn't like Manaea putting in Maton and then Stanek. Because
You
like
mean
once
Mendoza?
yeah, Mendoza. Because he put Maton in, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I guess I hear I guess I understand the logic. The game is basically over. I'm gonna just throw in like one of my bullpen arms that I don't really give a fuck about, and this
Hmm.
way I can preserve Diaz and Budo. But he I think he
You want
lets
like two
Mate.
niggas?
Yeah, but he got out of the jam. No,
Yeah,
no,
he
no, no.
did.
He I think yeah, he got to like the eighth, he got to the eighth inning, and then yeah, no, he got out of the seventh inning, and then the eighth inning. My thought process at this point, just have like have Peterson because he hasn't pitched in a while. Have him go 2 innings. This way because he pitched good against the Brewers game 3, and then in game 1 when Senga came out, he pitched great. So
Mhm.
he hasn't pitched in a few days, so he's well rested. So have him out, put him out there for 2 innings, and this way you don't have to worry about Diaz
Yeah, I
or
don't know
Buddha.
why. I don't know why Maton came out. I
No,
think
I wanted him out. I didn't like Stanek being in for the eighth inning. Like I did not like that shit.
I didn't either, but he did well closing out the game. But Maton, like I feel like that kid needs a little bit more seasoning to be in that type of position because he's kind of a walk machine to be honest. But he seems somewhat composed, but he can get a little unwieldy at times. But yeah, he needs a little more seasoning, and I think he's gonna be something special if he gets his confidence and shit up.
Mm. But yeah, we'll see. So game 2 tomorrow. I think 5:08 is the start time.
Game four,
Uh,
my nigga.
oh, I said game 2. I'm slow. Yeah, game 4 tomorrow 5:08, and we I put it like this: if the Mets win tomorrow, and both of us are expecting that, but
Yeah.
obviously nothing in life is guaranteed. But if the Mets win tomorrow, we will do a post game after we will do a post game tomorrow, probably sometime like around 11 o'clock. But we will do like a post game reaction. If
Hope-
not,
Hopefully, put the
uh,
game on TV because I'm tired looking at it on my phone.
nah, it's all on FS1.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, but if not, if it goes 5 games, the Mets would be in Philly Friday. So I should be available to do a post game. So hopefully we could do a post game Friday. If not, then we'll just do one Sunday. But
Joe, just quit your job, nigga. You don't want to work there anyway.
yeah, I could always do that. But nonetheless, we're expecting to be back tomorrow. But if not, we'll catch you if Friday. If not, definitely Sunday. So nice little post game show. We're not going to do these every time. It's depending on like my schedule and Mr. Met's schedule, and we hope to catch you tomorrow.
Yeah. Mr. Met, this is,
JB,
and you watched another great episode of the We Talk Mets podcast. We love you guys. Good night. Let's go, Mets.
LFG, M.